Hello everyone. So our topic of presentation is right to education. So why education? As we all must have learned algebra in school, but it occurs in our mind that where are we going to solve for x in day to day life? Is anything going to be ever used? All this stuff that we have learned will help us in critical thinking, solving problems, tackle unexpected challenges. Education is not just about passing grades and going to the next level. It teaches us the value of discipline, how to learn something. It opens the door which otherwise would not have been possible without education. The success of our country, world, will not just depend on our personal skills, but the skills and the success of our community. So, coming back to our topic, education is something which everyone should have access to. Everyone should get a chance to learn and develop skills, whether the student is from a small rural area or an urban city. Irrespective of gender, age, caste, culture, etc., each one has the right to education. Right to education has been recognized by several organizations around the globe, and it is decided that basic primary level education is a must and compulsory for everyone, free of cost.
The Universal Declaration of Human Rights states that every individual has the right to education. These rights are separated into primary or fundamental education, secondary or elementary education, and university level education. The fulfillment of the right to education can be accessed using the 4A's framework. First, availability. The government is obligated to provide free and compulsory elementary education to every child. Second, accessibility. Universal access to education should be promoted. That is, every child should have equal access to school services regardless of gender, race, religion, ethnicity, or socioeconomic status. Third, acceptability. The content of education must be relevant, non discriminatory, and culturally appropriate. Fourth, adaptability. Educational programs should be flexible and must be able to adjust according to the societal changes and the needs of the community. At international level, there are human rights mechanisms that monitor the implementation of the right to education. The UN Special Rapporteur examines and reports situations of RTE implementation by undertaking country visits and providing recommendations. UN treaty bodies monitor how states comply by their obligations to implement the right to education. These are also responsible for examining any possible violation of the right to education through their complaint procedures.
Initiatives taken by Government of India. Number 1, subject-wise learning. In order to focus on quality education, the RTE Act have been amended to include references on class and subject-wise learning outcomes. Number 2, qualification of teachers. All untrained in-service teachers working in government or in private unaided schools should require minimum qualification as laid down by an academic authority. Number 3, quality education. The Right of Children to Free and Compulsory Education Act seeks to improve the learning levels of children and improve the quality of education. Number 4, equality of education. The central government has launched many schemes to promote equity through the inclusion of disadvantaged groups and weaker section and to provide equitable quality education. Number 5, integrated data. A well functioning and sustainable education management information system was established for effective planning and decision making. Number 6, e learning. In order to provide supplementary learning material for students and for upgrading the skills of teachers, MHRD has developed a dedicated digital infrastructure for knowledge sharing platform.
Advantages and disadvantages of RT Act. Advantages. The first one is education for all. There are many underprivileged students who are bright but cannot find ample resources. The right to education ensures that everyone gets education easily. The second one is increased literacy rate. The implementation of RT Act raises the literacy rate of our country. From the given figure, we can clearly see that the number of students enrolling each year is increasing. So definitely this is a major advantage for the growth of our country. The third one is removal of discriminations. RT Act provides exposure to all the students from different economic backgrounds and makes room for disabled people also. The fourth one is education to underprivileged. Under this act, the schools provide some seats allocated to candidates who are incapable to pay their fees. This makes sure that the right to education reaches even to underprivileged students in our country. Disadvantages. The first one is little control over quality of teaching. Though there has been an increase in the enrollment rates in schools, quality of learning has been diminishing. Various reports and studies reveal that there has been a decline in learning outcomes since the enactment of RT Act. The second one is discrimination among the students. The children from the poorer section will have to face discrimination with the rich, which would affect their confidence. Strict implementation of non-discrimination of all kinds should have been implemented. The third one is increase in fee. The right to education asks schools to not to take fees from the underprivileged student. In order to keep the profit margins constant, the schools tend to increase the fees of other students.
During the time of India's independence movement, Bal Gangadhar Tilak gave the motto of Swaraj Mera Janm Siddha Adhikar Hai, which made every Indian fight for the independence of the state. And it's the right time that motto changes to Achhi Shiksha Mera Janm Siddha Adhikar Hai. RTE Act has also been successful in providing universal access to elementary education, increasing retention and improving school infrastructure, but it has failed to improve the learning levels of children. The annual Status of Education report shows that between 2009 and 2014, the reading levels across India have either declined or stagnated. Basic arithmetic abilities of children have also largely worsened out all across the country. The government should acknowledge this and prioritize ensuring the learning outcomes in elementary education as the top priority in the consultation theme. The section 16 of RTE states that no child shall be expelled or held back in a class until she completes elementary schooling. RTE should do away with the gift of automatic promotion of students and instead may provide of reappearing in the exams in the same year for badly performing students. At last, I would like to say that as India strives forward to be the Vishwa Guru once again, it's high time that we understand the importance of quality education for everyone and should seek to help the government and hence our country achieve full literacy. Thank you.